Today, the World Health Organization raised the risk assessment of COVID-19 to very high at the global level. We are seeing cases in a number of new countries, including now also the African continent. This is not a time for panic. It's a time to be prepared, fully prepared. As WHO Director General Dr. Tedros said, the greatest enemy right now is not the virus, it is fear, rumors, and stigma. Now it's the time for all governments to step up and do everything possible to contain the disease, and to do so without stigmatization and respecting human rights. We know containment is possible, but the window of opportunity is narrowing.
The continued increase in the number of cases and the number of affected countries over the last few days are clearly of concern. Our epidemiologists have been monitoring these developments continuously, and we have now increased our assessment of the risk of spread and the risk of impact of COVID-19 to very high at global level. It calls for all countries to educate their populations, to expand surveillance, to find, isolate, and care for every case, to trace every contact, and to take an all-of-government and all-of-society approach.
It clearly is that containing the virus and interrupting transmission gives us an opportunity to stop the virus, but what it's clearly doing, as you've seen in China and Singapore, it's slowing the virus down and allowing us to get ready, to prepare. To accept that mitigation is the only option is to accept that the virus cannot be stopped. The discussion we need to have is, yes, we need to understand the origin of the virus so we can prevent it re-emerging, not in a way of trying to find out who's at fault and what poor animal is at fault for the virus. The animals aren't at fault for this. So I think we need to be careful in the language we use, because the language of stigma and origin and who's to blame is something that's become an unfortunate part of the global narrative, which is not helpful.